Guys. All right. Yeah. Oh, fuck off. So, let me real quick. You're watching House Barks Mega Worldwide. I go through all these clips all the way through, and sometimes, like the one we did yesterday, it was work. That was pulling teeth, I gotta say. But it's much easier with you here, and I want to thank you guys for showing up. I know I say this with some regularity, but it's absolutely true. I am astounded every day when I sit down in front of this wall of the single camera I have here and the three lights and my monitors and run this fucking phantom of the internet setup that I've duct taped together over time, and that you folks show up for this information and silliness, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just always amazed. So thank you. And let's go to well, let's see. Do I want to go to Hannity next, or oh god, there's so much. There's just fucking so much. All right, let's get. I don't know what the fuck this is about. So maybe we just need a break from like other. So I'm not just aggravated. Cause I'm proud to be at Mar-a-Lago or one of my daddy's houses. This is our hunting lodge in the IKEA forest. Yeah, he's got a bunch of guns over here. You know, for furniture. Pull up a shotgun. Make yourself at home. 4-minute video, so you know what that means. Junior will be reading nonstop this entire fucking time.
It's really important, so I need you to pay attention. FEMA has updated their new...
It's already reading. I mean, you can't get through the fucking intro part of it. You can't. And again, buy a goddamn teleprompter, you lazy third-generation rich kid.
Explosion
David,
guidelines.
thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, David, for the Venmo. Appreciate it. You guys are lovely. I appreciate that. And Diana, thank you for the super chat. And Kimchi, thanks for becoming a member. And Eggs 5 no more. Aw, nice. Thanks for showing some bits. Hello. And Kelly, thank you so much.
With everything going on and the pseudo threat from Vladimir Putin, these are things.
Yeah, it's a pseudo threat. It's a pseudo threat. I don't even know why. Why are you guys worried? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's a pseudo threat. I mean, he put his nukes on high alert, but it's he's a friend of my dad's. They're like this. Vlad, it hurts. It hurts a little bit. Slow down.
Really need to be concerned about. So they've updated their nuclear explosion guidelines to take account for COVID-19.
Are we going to find out that this shit was added during Trump?
Folks, this is 100% real.
Yeah, they're going to do updates like this because if people have to share close quarters because they're like, oh shit, bomb shelters, right? Oh, and we still got a COVID spike, and we're losing about 1,000 a day. Yeah, we probably just put this in there just in case. People should take precaution if they're find themselves hiding with other people.
My quote,
because it's not like the hospitals will be that functional.
Nuclear explosion from their website, ready.gov. Try to maintain a...
Also, understand the Trump plan is don't be ready. Don't be ready for anything. No precautions, no nothing. You're free ball it. That's America. Lost in the wilderness, like the Donner Party. That's how you'll discover your best self.
Of at least 6 feet between yourself and people who are not part of your household. If possible.
Who not part of your household? Are you sure this is this in English? Let's see. Who are not part of your they put the R part in there. I see. Okay.
Wear a mask if you are sheltering with people who are not a part of your household. If you are
part of your asshole, wait a minute. Look. If you are sheltering with people who are not part of your asshole, I would wear a mask.
Of your asshole.
All right, sure. Yeah, right. If you're what? Excuse me?
not
What?
part of your household. If possible, wear a mask if you are
Oh, I'm sorry. He said household. My bad.
with people who are not a part of your household.
Oh, okay. No. It was household and asshole. I see. So my mistake. It was, see, they made the mistake of using the same word twice in a paragraph when Don Jr. was reading. And he has this apparent, like, glitch in his head where he can't fucking pronounce the same.
Children with people who are not a part of your household. If you are
It's not. By the way, technically speaking, in the Trump family, Christmas gatherings are considered that their colloquialism for it is sheltering with part of their asshole. So that, I mean, it's a mistake. It's
a medical emergency, call 911 and let the
especially if someone is trying to part your asshole. What?
operator know if you have or think you might have COVID-19. If you can, put on a mask before help arrives.
Right, because in the case of a nuclear strike, let's say you're outside a city, it's been hit, emergency services are going to be fairly slim for a while. Heck, a bunch of doctors and nurses in the city might have been just vaporized. So we're going to be a little shorthanded. So if you could, try not to give any of them a disease that might kill them.
Many people already feel fear and anxiety about the coronavirus, COVID-19. The threat of nuclear explosion can add additional stress.
Yeah, the threat of it. There's actually no stress in a nuclear explosion. You're either gone or you switch gears into, well, the worst thing that's ever happened has just happened, so I guess we're fine. We'll clip that. Don't worry. And he thinks this is adorable because they put this part, engage virtually with your community through video and phone calls. Know that it's normal to feel anxious or stressed. Take care of your body and talk to someone if you're feeling upset. Many people may already feel fear and anxiety about the coronavirus 2019. The threat of nuclear explosion can add additional stress. Follow CDC guidance for managing stress during a traumatic event and managing stress during COVID-19. By the way, this little paragraph is for people who check this website. For people who would Google this and go, what the fuck? Are we entering nuclear war? What do we do? And the government goes, here's what you do. They can cause significant damage, casualty from blast, heat, radiation, but you can keep your family safe by knowing what to do and being prepared as occurred. Weapon is a device that uses a nuclear reactor to create an explosion. The devices range from small portable device carried by an individual to a weapon carried by a missile. Nuclear explosion may occur with or without a few minutes warning. Fallout is most dangerous in the first few hours after the detonation when it is giving off the highest levels of radiation. It takes time for fallout to arrive back on the ground level, often more than 15 minutes for areas outside of the immediate blast range zones. This is enough time for you to be able to prevent significant radiation exposure by following these steps. 1. Get inside nearest building to avoid radiation. Brick or concrete are best. This is why, besides tactical bombs, or like regular ballistic weapons, the people are hiding in the train stations in Ukraine right now. Remove contaminated clothing and wipe off or wash unprotected skin if you are outside after the fallout arrived. Hand sanitizer does not protect against fallout. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. If possible, do not use disinfectant wipes on your skin. This is like basically shower, like a chemical exposure in a lab. That's right. And then go to the basement in the middle of the building. Stay away from the outer walls and roof. Try to maintain a distance. You can tell they added this because of COVID. Children under 2 years old, people who have had trouble breathing, and those who are unable to remove masks on their own should not wear them. If you're sick or injured, listen for instructions on how and where to go to get medical attention. When authorities tell you it is safe to exit, if you are sick and need medical attention, contact your healthcare provider. This is after they've told you the threat is gone or the bomb is hit and the radiation is outside of the area where you are, and you can proceed to get help or cover your injuries. They'll tell you if you've got a contagious disease, specifically COVID-19, because that's the wild card right now. You're going to want to let them know. That's what this is. Now, all the people who are going to look this shit up in a real situation, who's going to go to ready.gov and worry about nuclear fallout and explosions and stuff from what they're watching on the news? People who are afraid. People who are made anxious by the news that is going on, right? And so they're going to tell you, like, here's all the practical steps. This is what you do. And then at the end, look, the threat of this can make people stressed and anxious. If you're feeling stressed and anxious, follow the guidance for managing your stress and get some help. So they don't want people fucking going into their basement and doing themselves in. This is normal. And this is probably one of the worst reasons. Sorry, what is this? Hold on. No. Sorry, 1 second. Think. Hold on 1 second. Man, why does this scroll up every time? Bye. Okay.
Nuclear explosion can add additional stress.
The threat of nuclear explosion can add additional stress. The threat. Hence the anxiety, because you're feeling threatened, there's a threat. And because Vladimir Putin, his dad's buddy, is now threatening the world with nuclear annihilation, some people might be feeling anxious about that right now, along with the fact that they feel anxious about going out. And most of the Republicans that have dug their own little fallout shelters and shit like that, I mean, they're not going to share their fallout shelters with people who, they don't know. They're just going to leave them out there to get evaporated, like, in Linda Hamilton's Nightmares.
This is real, folks. The threat of nuclear explosion.
That's a fake laugh, just so you know.
Can add additional stress. Many people already feel fear and anxiety about the coronavirus. The threat of nuclear explosion can add additional stress.
Really? Why would they feel threatened by it? I mean, I'm in Mar-a-Lago. There are no places down here they're going to hit. They're going to hit Washington, D.C. or New York City or Los Angeles or San Francisco, or Silicon Valley or Seattle or any of our ports or whatever. And I don't live, I live on a golf course. It's useless.
You can't make this stuff up. These people.
No, someone else will create it. It's guidance for safety. They'll modify it when COVID is no longer the primary threat. This is just lazy.
Insane. Go check out the official link at ready.gov. Nuclear.
That's the only good thing he's actually said. Yeah, go check out the official link at ready.gov. Sure.
Explosion. If you don't believe me, I mean, it's there. It's real.
Yes, and it's good advice.
Wouldn't you be more stressed about a nuclear explosion than COVID-19? Because
Well, these are survivors. And yes, but if you're afraid to go into a confined area where you'll be safe because you're afraid of catching something and you're weighing it against the threat that's outside, it's a stupid decision to make. Just go inside, practice social distancing, wear a mask if you're worried at all. Yeah.
I can tell you, I would surround myself with billions of infected COVID-19 people if it could get me out of the way of a nuclear explosion. That's just me.
Yeah, but if people are gathering in because of a warning, some people aren't going to take that seriously or might make a decision based on the confined space on them. Like, they don't think it's a real threat, so they might stay outside. So to those people, the narrow focused audience you're talking about with ready.gov, you answer that and you move the fuck on. See, you can't embarrass sort of government bureaucratic instruction, like stop signs and shit like that. They're not there for emotion or even intellectual response. They're there to just give you the basic information. If it was a person that had to tell you that, they might get tired of telling you. So that's why things are posted.
Because I'm a rational human being and who understands math and the science.
And he's vaccinated.
People are insane. I mean, I can't argue that being under nuclear attack would indeed be stressful. But are you going to be thinking at all about COVID-19? Are you going to be adding social distancing and masks?
No, not now. Because you'll be aware of this, because you might have looked at that, or because you posted this very helpful video that reminds people to practice social distancing if they're sheltering with people they don't know in this particular situation, because it might not be the only disease they have. And after a while, I mean, you're going to have to eat somebody. So, limitations, if you're stuck in an elevator, that's a different story. Donner, floor number 6, 7th floor, ladies' lingerie, Donner party.
Guidelines? You're worried about COVID and a nuclear war, people. I'm pretty sure you'd all just die.
Yeah, here's the idea. Everybody's going to a shelter. You're scared about catching something. You hide someplace that is less safe because you're concerned about this. This just answers that and moves on. Again, this is the interesting thing about this is like it's sort of he's viewing this as a bureaucratic gotcha. The idea that government can't handle anything. That's what this is about. The reality is this is just when you put these kind of lists together, you check a bunch of boxes so that nobody has to be embarrassed about their question. So you just fucking get on with it.
Radiation, but whatever. Minor details, right? Socially distanced in the event of nuclear fallout. This is what like a Democrat government gets you, right? They talk to everyone.
A Democrat government? No, I thought this was the deep state. Wouldn't this be a deep state thing?
They're idiots and children because they just want you to listen and be subservient. Why would I be worried about a mask in the event of nuclear war? What the hell?
Well, I mean, I obviously, if you're wearing, if you had a fallout mask or an actual rebreather or something like that, that'd be good. An actual respirator, that'd be useful. I think for at some point, if you're gonna go find cans of dog food after World War III.
I just read. What are these people doing? It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's in your way. I mean, I was trying to just read the ready.gov stuff. I just found myself perusing the nuclear readiness stuff on ready.gov and found this added COVID stuff. And I was like, I'm going to get killed not knowing what to do in a nuclear war because I have to read this other shit. It's like a speed bump in my reading.
Trying to make Americans live in constant fear. Well,
asshole, this is on ready.gov like 5 pages down.
But folks, I wouldn't be caught dead without the appropriate virtue signaling in the event of nuclear fallout.
Virtue signaling? Good Lord.
But no mean tweets, folks. You have a mostly peaceful nuclear fallout, perhaps. We got social distance guidelines, so we checked off the virtue signaling box. It's radio.
Also, why is that virtue signaling? Because they insist on it in the instructions. So not in real life. People will just race into an underpass and all huddle together and try not to die, more than likely. But the virtue signaling is for, I guess, oh, I see. That's the kind of stuff you write if you actually intend for the world to keep on spinning. Right.
But mostly peaceful. So we're good. Right? COVID in a nuclear war. That's what these people are focused on. Do you think?
Well, for the survivors, sure. Because there's going to be, talk about overwhelmed hospitals.
Maybe it's all one big game. Do you think it's all one joke? Do you think a cloth mask would protect you? Maybe from COVID and a nuclear fallout? I mean, I'm sure there's a Fauci email about that somewhere, probably, right?
Gotcha. I don't know why he's not doing this live from CPAC.
That's how ridiculous, guys. It was updated on 2/25.
On 2/25. So they just recently did it. They updated it because people they saw traffic.
On 2/25. February 25th, 2022. Okay, that was their last update.
That was the last update. Was that when they put this stuff in? Or were there other updates? Are we to assume that piece, that addendum, was put in on 2/25?
Send you the screenshot of it. So good thing.
Yes, send me the screenshot. Hold on. This is an asshole repeating what whoever told him to do this video, like Heritage Foundation, whoever.
That was their last update. I can send you the screenshot of it.
Yeah, he can. Yes, he'll send it to you. That's him repeating whatever, he does these videos under orders. So somebody's like, I'll send you the screenshot. You can put that as part of your video. So he's just kind of, because he's drugged out of his mind, he's just kind of repeating what the other person said that gave him that still.
Good thing nuclear radiation knows to stay 6 feet away from affecting another person. Let's make sure we focus on that. Doesn't matter what the survival odds are, folks. It's COVID. We can still weaponize that. Who cares if they've weaponized COVID-19 for 2 years? Let's keep it going a little bit.
Yes, they've weaponized COVID for 2 years. So your dad started the weaponization of COVID. Okay.
Live in fear. Not of nuclear fallout, but of COVID. These people.
Guys, this is crazy. Guys, these people, I don't know why they want you to live. I don't know why, guys. They just try to show that they actually are paying attention. You think you get points for paying attention? My dad didn't get any points for paying attention because he didn't pay attention. Okay? Okay, guys. I am reading this because Kimberly arranges my video and she organizes my notes. And guys,
Idiots. Okay, guys.
Again, that's you're right. Good Lord.
okay, guys.
The precautions.
Just another sign that our government is falling apart. Also, my septum is completely caved in from below. That's right. This is the voice you get from cocaine. This is a cocaine voice.